Caitlin Baltierra appears in the upcoming Teen Mom Family Reunion along with a special guest, her mom. The new series premieres January 3rd on MTV. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So the last time around on the last reunion, you were only able to be there for an extremely short period of time, and now you're actually part of the process and helped to pick the location for this new season.
I was, yeah, last year I just had a newborn little baby. So, that was first and foremost the most important thing. So I wasn't able to go the last one except for like 12 hours or something crazy. But yeah, then now this time it was my turn to plan it and to pick the area and who was going to be invited. So it was a lot of fun.
Your mom. Tell me a little bit how that conversation came of not just having the reunion with everyone else who's on the series, but also let's bring our moms along for the ride.
Well, I brought it up to my mom, and my mom was just like, okay, well, if you want me there, I'll be there. She was definitely nervous and didn't know what to expect. My mom is very much like a private person, which is hilarious because now one of her daughters is on TV and I'm like sharing all the family crap. So she was definitely nervous, but she was like, hey, if it's going to do any good for you and I, then she's all about, that aspect of things. Like if it's going to help us in any way, she's all about it.
Give us a little bit of preview what we can expect because this is just like any other family. You have people who love each other and can't wait to see, and people who don't see eye to eye, and there's some drama. But talk a little bit about that, and also, some of the exercises, the team building, the things that everybody's doing together. What we're going to see with your moms.
There's as far as like this season, there's a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of emotional things, there's a lot of growth stuff that happens. There's definitely a lot of drama. I mean, we did a lot of activities with our moms as far like a lot of us opened up maybe about a lot of issues that we struggle with our moms, or maybe some issues our moms have had with us. It's a lot about like breaking intergenerational traumas, which I'm like a huge advocate for. I work on that stuff all the time. So we did a lot of really great activities with our moms as far as like opening up wounds and trying to figure out like what generational traumas that we are carrying on from our parents. So it was just super, intense sometimes and emotional, but once we got through those emotions and the intensity, like it really opened up just a new door for like growing and changing and bonding, which was absolutely amazing.
Did you feel like some of these conversations you were having with your mom were long overdue, and did it do a lot of healing for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, certain points on this journey for Teen Mom Family Reunion, there were some things that like I shared with my mom that I've been like hiding for a very long time. And it felt good to be able to express myself in a healthy way with like a feeling of a support system. Um, so a lot of the things that I shared with her were definitely long overdue and felt good to just finally put it out there and to work on the things that I've been struggling with.
That is, I'm so wonderful you were able to have that experience, and hopefully people who are watching the show, take that opportunity to also maybe, they can't maybe get away to the mountains, but maybe they can have that conversation
Right.
with their parents and maybe start that healing process as well.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about the other moms. I mean, did any of the moms know each other? Did they click? Tell me a little bit about that dynamic.
I know some of the moms know each other, like Roxanne and Christy, Jade's mom. So Jade and Briana's mom knew each other and stuff like that. My mom didn't know anybody, and she basically she got along with everybody. My mom's pretty easy to get along with, and I feel like all of the moms, all of the moms really just like clicked with one another, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to invite all of our moms was because like through this journey, all of us girls, like we've created bonds and friendships. And I was like, how cool would it be for all of our moms to meet each other and grow different friendships also? Like, they all witness what their kids go through on the daily basis as far as being on TV, being judged online, all of those things. So it was cool to be able to like kind of give our moms like a close knit support system because all of them can only relate to each other, just like me and all the other girls. Like we're the only ones that can really understand what we go through. So it was super cool just to like see all the moms together and hanging out and cooking together. And yeah, it was super fun.
Also, not Macy's mom couldn't make it there at the last minute because of a scheduling conflict, and then Jade's getting married this, up next year and planning that. So I mean, there's a lot of exciting things, not just in the lives of the moms and working together, but a lot of exciting things happening for the cast as well.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we're all going through different things and exciting things and hard things. And it's just, that's the thing about our show is like we show the true, like just junk that happens in our lives, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the happy. Like we share it all. So I think that's what really makes our show unique and different, because you get to see, just kind of what life is throwing at all of us and at all different times. So
And I do want to chat about that as well too, because it's not, obviously there's the title of the show and what you have gone through, but there's so many people that I know that are not just in their late teens or in their 20s or 30s, and even parents in their 40s who watch the show, who talk about all of you as a source of inspiration, because sometimes they go through something later in life that they didn't go through earlier, and look to all of you. Tell me a little bit about some of the messages you might get from support, especially maybe some of the women in their 30s and 40s, who are fans of the show.
I feel like I get a lot of people who, from me sharing like my mental health journey and, suicidal ideation and, miscarriages. And like I've literally laid my whole life out for this show. And the reason why is because of the messages that I do get about, women reaching out to me and saying, like, thank you so much for sharing your mental health journey because now I'm not afraid to seek help, or I don't feel like I'm alone. Like, I feel like that's so important in this day and age to share those things because people need to know that when it comes to mental health and stuff, that there are places out there where you can go and get help. And in turn, like I'm making these people not feel alone, but then it also helps me not feel alone when I'm getting these stories of people are like, wow, I can relate to you. I go through the same thing. I struggle with panic disorder. I've even had women state to me that they have seen like my 16 and pregnant episode, and it has helped them decide that adoption is the best choice for their child. So it's like, at the end of the day, like I might share things that are super hard and scary for me to share. But when you get those messages of just helping people, like that's what it's all about. Like if I can save one person or open somebody's mind to a different option, like then I'm doing the right thing. So it's an awesome thing to witness that I'm having an impact on somebody else's life.
Wonderful, Caitlin. Well, thank you so much for everything that you do, and we can't wait to watch the premiere January 3rd on MTV Teen Mom Family Reunion, and it's right after the new year, so a lot of resolutions to take care of your mental health. Definitely make that a priority, and happy holidays.
Yes, absolutely. Happy holidays to you as well.
Thank you.